So, 2 days ago, R.Kelly was arrested and couldn't make bail of 1 million, which was $100,000. A day later, numerous calls floods into the prison asking about posting bail from many of his black female fans, of course. And yesterday, he was released. And I'm like, oh man, there's no way to get around this, ladies. There's no way to get around this. Why? Is the question I ask. Why? After all this nonsense I've been reading on Twitter of unaccountable black women, yes, the unaccountable ones, actually saying and trying to blame R. Kelly on black men. Or why didn't y'all warn us about men like him? See, y'all protect men like him. Yes, we know there's pedophiles in all races of men. Okay? For black men to act like they aren't, that would be bullshit. We know that. Hell, there's a lot of us who got family members who are like that. And what was the mentality of a lot of families, especially down in the South? And no disrespect to the South, but I've got this info from the horse's mouth, and being someone who has family of Southern origin, and the things I've been told, let's just keep it there. A lot of them are protected by their mothers. A lot of these single mothers protect their pedophile children. They do. Like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna be a man who lives in a house with his wife and my children. I don't give a damn if it was 2 sons or 2 daughters or a daughter and a son. And I will associate and condone, let alone house my own sibling if he was of that ilk of person. There's just no way that's going to happen. But unfortunately, this is what happened to R. Kelly. And when you're a grown man and you have the resources to get help, you should get help. But no, when you come to the point of going from victim to victimizer at an early age like he had, this is what happens. And then with money, you got enablers who don't give a damn about that person and who they hurt, as long as this man is making money and they are feeding off of him like the parasites they are. Okay? This is what keeps on happening. But let's stay on the fact that black women not only helped him get out of jail by putting together this money, and some mysterious 47-year-old female, quote unquote, known as a friend, bailed him out after it was publicly known that he was, number one, broke, and number two, they were calling up the prison like Crybaby on the fucking Johnny Depp movie Crybaby and shit. I'm surprised one of them didn't show up out there and started doing a musical routine, and he was singing from jail and she was singing from down there in the damn prison car lot. Just like the movie Crybaby. I'm surprised that didn't happen. But anyway, he's out. He still has to face the trial with the fact that he's not in there squirming. It makes no sense to me. We've all known this man's motive. We all seen or heard about the videotape. We seen the documentary. The documentary didn't tell me. It told me deeper into his back history of abuse and being an abuser. But I already knew that from, what's this publicly known fact of him marrying Aaliyah when she was just turning 15 and he was 27, And then years later, the videotapes that got out, I've known it from that. I didn't need no 6-part series to tell me something I already knew. And from that point on, I started seeing him in a totally different light. Didn't buy his music. I lost respect for Jay-Z. I already was losing respect for Jay-Z because of the way he was going with his music and becoming more commercialized. I get it, make your money. But when you do an album with this guy, knowing all the stuff he's been accused of, and you are funding this dude's lifestyle just to make you some extra money, shame on you. Shame on you. But then again, Jay-Z helped 21 Savage get out of prison. A known immigrant. A man who is a fraud, who faked his whole background, who played on the heartstrings of all the broken home black people out there, talking about their father was never around and stuff like that. I'm like, let me give you a news flash, motherfuckers. My father died when I was 12 years old. He died nearly 29 years ago. And even prior to that, he was not around. You think I'm going to gravitate to some cretin who can't rap, who got tattoos on his face? You think I'm going to gravitate to somebody like that because I sympathize with him? No. Life goes on. There's more positive male figures out there that you can have. And I was blessed to have them. Even if they dropped the ball at times. But, they taught me what I needed to know. I wasn't taught by my mom. I wasn't that commercial, that Happy Father's Day to the moms commercial. No, that's not my life, okay? Anyway, Kelly's history was well documented, and then this happens still after so many years. But then again, they were selling out his venues, still throwing their drawers at the stage at his birthday, his 50th birthday party. I think it's 50th or 51st, whatever. Yelling things like "kidnap me." And that's in light of knowing that he allegedly had a sex cult going in his house in Atlanta, Georgia, and things of that nature. Actively knowing this, these women at his birthday party yelling shit like this. This man already thinks he's untouchable, and it continues. It continues. And there's no way to dance around this, sisters. You can't. And now I'm looking at, what's this video? Because of course I'm a YouTuber to see who's talking about this. And successful single ladies, whatever her name is, of course is talking softly and about this, and she's disassociating herself from the collective of black women. But you notice how they do that when black women show their fuckery. But the moment they are homing in on black men fuckery, we don't get that luxury that they get. You see the hypocrisy in the situation? As men, we always have to take accountability. We hold the bum ass niggas accountable for the bullshit that they do. This is why I can't get behind this. This is why I'm like, look, R.Kelly was where he belonged. But no, they had to bail him out. I don't see any brothers on YouTube saying free R.Kelly, because they know they're going to get roasted. Oh, believe me, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them who do believe that crap, because birds of a feather flock together, or they have the same thought pattern. And that's disgusting. That is so disgusting. It's like words can't really define how disappointed I am. The fear of sex my ass. And a lot of females years ago used to say stuff to me like, oh, Kaz, you're chauvinist. But then again, I started realizing that was the defense mechanism. That's the shaming language. And we here in the manosphere, either black, the white, whatever, the manosphere, we know what shaming language is. We've heard it all the time. A real man will take care of children who aren't his. A real man will step up to a plate. A real man will love a woman with all her flaws, but they are incapable of doing the same for you. You could be working blue collar alongside them, but they will never want to be with you because you represent the same struggle that they think they're going to marry their way out of. And that's how I feel about the situation. But that's grounds for another video. Anyway, this whole thing with R.Kelly, nothing surprises me anymore. You're just hearing a sigh of disappointment, because that's all I have left at the end of the day. I got laugh to keep from sighing, But I digress. So as usual, because I'm a fury, I'm here. And now I'm out, just like R.Kelly, at the hands of these black women who want to be kidnapped. And know damn well this man is going after their daughters. But then again, that's where they look to score a payday. Oh yeah, let me finish. I thought I was going to be out. Let me just say one more point. Let's make sure the parents who sent their daughters into the kill box, aka R.Kelly's clutches, let's make sure they held accountable as well. Because he knew how to pick. This is why he went to the parts of Chicago in the schools where there wasn't well-to-do people. It was just a lot of struggling black people. Because he know he can do what he want and throw a little money at them, and their families will look the other way. If this was fucking a well-to-do black underage girl, you'd think he would try this. No, he wouldn't. You know why? Because they would lock his ass up, and they have the money and the resources to lock him up, and they don't need his money for bribery. So yeah, he knew just what he was doing. That is the sign of a predator. But I digress once again. So as usual, this time for real, I'm out. Peace.